Yo, what's up guys, this is RB on two wheels. So today I'm going to be showing you how you can buy a used motorcycle, the steps you need to take in order to buy a used motorcycle. So you found this motorcycle on Craigslist and you're interested in it. So what you do is step number one, make sure you verify the seller. Okay, so there are many ways you can verify the seller. So one, what you can do is, as long as you have the seller's full name, you can go on Facebook and do a quick background check, because you can find anything on Facebook. Okay, people post a lot of stuff on Facebook, so you can be able to find out if that person is married, have kids, also what their interests are, what they're interested in, and also what they had last night, because all that information is there. People like posting everything they do. Okay, their private life, it's on Facebook. So you can do a quick background check on someone by simply going to Facebook. So now, that being said, note this: if you are a female and you're going to see the motorcycle, what you have to do is you need to go with a friend. So that out of the way, now you found the motorcycle you need. You have done a background check on the seller and you verified his information. Now what you do is you're gonna call him up or her, set up an appointment to go see the bike. So once that is done, you made up an appointment and the seller agreed to show you the motorcycle. Tell the seller not to warm up the bike. That is very important. Ask him or her not to try to warm up the bike until you get there, because you want to get there when the bike is cold for your inspection. All right, now that being said, let us see the steps we need to take, okay, in order to buy a used motorcycle. Okay, step number one, you're gonna walk around the motorcycle. So why are you doing this? You're doing this because you want to see if the motorcycle has ever been dropped, or the motorcycle has some damages anywhere. And also you're looking for a lot of stuff by walking around the motorcycle. So step number one, walk around the motorcycle. That is gonna tell you that is gonna give you a lot of information you need to know by walking around the motorcycle. So that leads us to step number two. Step number two, turn on the motorcycle. Make sure you don't start it. You're turning the bike on just to listen to the fuel pump. You wanna hear the fuel pump kicking in. So if you turn on the vehicle and you don't hear the fuel pump kicking in, that means the fuel pump is not working. Okay, so note that. Step number three, check the motorcycle instruments. Motorcycle instrument, we may call it a dashboard for the motorcycle. So why are you checking this? You're checking to see if the information is displayed. For example, the check light, engine, oil, and battery. Because when you're riding your motorcycle, those things should pop up if a problem occurs while you are in motion. They let you know what the problem is. But if at the initial start those things didn't pop up, that means they are not working, and you don't want to be having a motorcycle which will not tell you, or which will not give you the information you need when something is wrong with the bike. So those things need to display when you turn the bike on. Moving on, number four. This is the time you're gonna start the motorcycle. So start the motorcycle. When you're starting the motorcycle, listen, okay? See if the bike is gonna fire up at the first push of the start. Okay, if the bike doesn't fire up at the first push and you have to do it twice, that means something is wrong with the bike. And also, if the bike fires up, yeah, you need to watch the exhaust. the exhaust shouldn't bring out dark smoke, because if it brings out dark smoke, that means you have some issues. So you don't need dark smoke. That's why I told you, make sure the setter doesn't warm up the bike, because that is the information you need to find out the moment you start your bike yourself. So start the bike, check the exhaust for smoke, see what kind of smoke is coming out. That will tell you a lot. Moving on, number 5. So we're gonna check the gas tank. Why are we checking the gas tank? We check the gas tank for dents and also for rusts. So if you open up the gas tank, you can get a flashlight, look inside there, see if the gas tank is in good condition. If the gas tank is in good condition, then you know that that is being taken off, you are being taken care of. But if it has rusts inside there, chances are, if you buy the bike, you're gonna end up fixing that gas tank. You have to put that in consideration. So step number 6, check the forks. Check the motorcycle forks. Why are you checking the motorcycle forks? You're checking the motorcycle forks because you want to see if they are in good condition, and also they don't have links, because you don't want to buy a bike with linking forks. Okay, forks are very important to a motorcycle because they help you when you stop. Okay, so you don't want anything linking when it comes to forks. So if the forks are linking, then you say, you know what, the deal is off, unless the seller agrees to fix the forks, because you don't want to buy the motorcycle and ending up either rebuilding the forks or buying new forks. Okay, that leads us to number 7. Like I said with the forks, now this time you're gonna check the engine. Okay, you have to check the engine, see if there are any links. Okay, there shouldn't be any links when it comes to the engine, because you don't want to run out of oil because your engine is leaking oil, you know, and it's very expensive to fix the engine if it is leaking. So make sure you do a very good job by inspecting the engine for links. Okay, if it has firings, you can just look inside there and see. You can't miss a linking engine, you know. Just look in there, see if it's in good condition. If it is it's in good condition, then you're good to go. So that takes us to number 8. Number 8, you're gonna be checking for chain and sprocket. Okay, the reason that's why you're doing this is because you want to know that the chain is still in good condition, and also the sprockets where the chains on which the chain sits. So if the sprocket is not in good condition, the chain may not be having a good grip. Okay, in order for your motorcycle to have that power. So always when you're checking that, make sure the sprocket is in good condition. You still have some teeth on the sprocket. Okay, so check that and make sure everything is good. The chain, you can you don't need to care about the chain, because you can change the chain anytime, but the sprocket has to be in good working condition. Let us see number 9. So you need to check the wheels. You have to make sure that the wheels are in good working condition, no damages whatsoever. You don't buy used motorcycles with damaged wheels, because you're gonna end up changing those eventually, and they are not cheap, I'm telling you that. Number 10, brakes. You're gonna inspect the brakes, both the brakes and the brake housing. Inspect those brakes, see if you still have something left on to start with. And also the housing, you have to make sure that you don't have any links. Once you pull in the brakes, there shouldn't be any links coming from the brake housing. So I'm talking brake fluid here. So your your brake housing shouldn't be linking. So yeah, like I said, you have to check your brakes and the brake housing for links. That's very important. You don't want to pull your brakes in and the brakes are not working. So you have to make sure that the brakes are in good condition and they are working. Number 11, inspect the lights. Okay, you're gonna have to inspect the brake lights, the headlights, turn signal, and see that all those are in good working condition. You don't want to buy a motorcycle which doesn't have working lights. You have to make sure that everything on the motorcycle is working: headlights, brake lights, turn signal. And also you need to check the IBM, because most people they think that one light is out. No, that one light is out because that is your IBM. So you have to turn the switch on in order to see if that light is working. Number 12, you're gonna have to check the oil to see how much you have in the bike. And actually, when doing this, you need to ask the seller when was the last time he or she changed the oil, because you want to make sure that your oil is good and you have enough oil in the bike. So on Kawasaki, you have that oil window which you can use. It's on the right hand side of the bike. You have to stand your bike up straight in order to see the level of the oil. And if you don't have that glass where you can see the oil, then that means you're gonna have to look for dipstick. See, unscrew that, put back in, see, pull it out and see how much oil you have in the bike. So this is very important because you want to make sure that when you're riding the bike, you still have oil left in the bike to take you from point A to point B. So always check the oil and see. And also you can ask the seller if the oil is new or the oil is old, so that you know that if you buy the bike, what you have to do is you have to change the oil. Okay, this takes us to number 13, the battery. Check the battery, see all the terminals are not rusted and they are in working condition. And also you can ask the seller how old the battery is. That information is very important because you want to know if you're gonna end up buying a new battery or if that battery is still good. So inspect the battery and see the condition of the battery, if you're gonna need a new one or not. Number 14, okay, this is very important. Okay, make sure you check the VIN number on the bike. Most cases, the VIN number is on the frame of the motorcycle. So check the VIN number and also have the seller give you the title so that you can verify that the VIN number you have on the frame, it's the same VIN number written on the title. If the VIN number on the frame, it doesn't matter, that means probably the motorcycle is stolen or something is fishy. So always check the VIN number on both the motorcycle and on the title. Okay, title and registration. But the most important thing is the title, because when you buy a motorcycle, you're not gonna take the registration. What they want is the title. So make sure the VIN number matches the VIN number on the title. All right, so next thing, you're gonna have to make sure that the name on the title matches the name on the registration. Okay, you have to make sure that the person who is selling you the motorcycle is actually the registered owner of that motorcycle, and the VIN number still on the motorcycle should match the VIN number on the registration, same as the name. So like I said, make sure the VIN number on the registration matches the VIN number on the title, and the name of the seller also matches on both documents. If they don't match, then just tell the seller, you know what, you can't buy the bike because the bike is not registered in his name, or the title doesn't bear his name. So make sure you check those. They are very important. You can skip everything else, but the VIN number, the title, and the registration, and the registered owner, you have to verify that information before you take that bike, before you claim that bike, or before you buy that bike, because you don't want to end up buying a stolen bike. You know, motorcycles are easy to steal. So you don't want to end up buying a stolen motorcycle and then later have to deal with the cops, or you can't even register the motorcycle because the motorcycle was reported stolen. So make sure you do yourself a favor and verify that information. So that being said, I guess those are the things you need to look for when buying a motorcycle, and I will leave you with this one. Ask the seller if you can take the motorcycle for a spin around the block. If the seller says yes, in most cases they may say no, but if the seller says yes, now that is giving you an opportunity to do a deeper inspection on the motorcycle, on how it runs when you shift gears. Okay, because now you also need to see if the transmission is working the way it's supposed to do. Okay, you don't want to be skipping gears when riding, you know. So if the seller says yes, you can take it for a spin, now bam, you're gonna find out more things you couldn't have found out when the bike was parked. Okay, so always ask the seller if you can take the motorcycle for a spin, and if they say yes, that is working in your favor. All right, so now you have checked out everything works out, and you have found a few problems with the bike. For example, the bike was damaged, you have some dents on the gas tank, you know, the brakes are not good, and you need to replace maybe the clutch. Now this is the time you're gonna bargain with the seller. See how much the seller is asking, the asking price for the motorcycle. Okay, so now you know the asking price for the motorcycle. Remember, you found out a couple of things on the bike which needs to be taken care of, repaired, right? So now this is the time you're gonna start bargaining with the seller. Try to bring in everything you found on a motorcycle which gonna need fixing later. So, and then calculate the price. Say, hey, because of this, because of A, B, C, I'm willing to pay you maybe 4,000 for the motorcycle. And if the seller says no, you can't take 4,000, you say, you know what, here is my card. If you change your mind, you can call me. See, you don't need to buy the bike on the same day you inspected it. All right, guys, that being said, I will see you in my next video. And if you have found this video interesting, please go ahead and leave me a comment, like, share, and also don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Until then, RB on two wheels is out.